Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this update we are going to check out AVAX's price chart, and unfortunately what we expected pretty much played out, because if you remember in the previous video we were around the highs in here and I was saying there's a very good chance this is an ABC zigzag, suggesting our move down is not over and soon we may see a continuation of this downtrend starting from this high about $26, and that pretty much played out. Now what really matters in the recent phase down that we got in the last, let's say, 48 hours is this. Let's hide everything. Okay, as you can see in it, we clearly took this important low down here about $19.1. Why is this so important? Let's go around here. You see, if you want to argue that we're gonna have our final low around this region, maybe this is like a very important support, then okay, off of the lowest low in here, you need to be able to find a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave on the upside. This specific example is an impulse. Rules for it are we should not have overlapping of the waves between wave 2 and 4, and in any kind of 5 wave. Wave 3 should not be the smallest wave. This is a big no-no in Helios waves, and in terms of the sub waves, you know the answer. 5 wave up into wave 1, 3 and 5, and for wave 2 and 4 we can have different counts. Let's say, yeah, okay, ABC into 4 and yep, WXY into wave 2. Now, here's a very important point. Sometimes you are not able to find an impulse. Instead, you may find something called an expanding leading diagonal, which looks like this. This is our initial move up into wave 1, correction for wave 2, big move up into wave 3, and it has to be bigger than 1, correction for 4. It's going to be bigger than wave 2, and also in here, unlike this impulsive structure, we should actually have overlapping of the waves now, and this is our final move up into wave 5, and it must be the biggest wave in this structure. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is going on in Avalanche and why now we should be maybe a bit careful. You see, before the recent move down, the idea in Avalanche was that maybe we are having a series of 1-2s, meaning this can be 5 wave up into a wave 1, correction for wave 2, and I said we can soon expect a massive move up into wave 3, 4, 5, which on a higher degree, it's going to be into this wave 3, correction for 4, another move on the upside into wave 5. However, given the fact that in the last 24 hours we took this important low, now this scenario is unfortunately not going to be an option, and the counts in here are now a bit tricky. Why is that? Let's say, okay, we're not having a series of 1-2s anymore. Instead, is this going to be from here like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave impulsive structure up? The answer is actually no. Why is that? Number one, in an impulse, we are not allowed to have overlapping of the waves between our wave 2 and 4. So you might say, well, okay, what about an expanding leading diag that we talked about earlier? Since wave 4 clearly is bigger than wave 2, I'm gonna say also we cannot have that scenario. Why? Because wave 3 is clearly smaller than wave 1. Let's actually measure it real quick from this point to about this height. This is our wave 1, and let's compare it to wave 3. As you can see, it's clearly and definitely bigger than wave 3, which is not allowed in an expanding leading diag. So what's the play in here? Now, finding a 5 wave in Avalanche is a bit tricky, and I'm not gonna say it's like 100% impossible. No, it is actually possible, and I'm going to show you the sub waves in a bit, but taking this low from my point of view is enough of a sign indicating that maybe in AVAX we should be now a bit more careful than before and just take everything step by step and assume that this move down is going to continue as long as we are not proven otherwise. This is the important message that taking this low had from my point of view. Now, I promised I'm going to check out a bullish count in Avalanche, and in order to do that, maybe it's best to go on the Coinbase chart. There we go. So this is pretty much, I would say, the only bullish count in here, and maybe according to that, this is a wave 1, correction for wave 2, and maybe, yes, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up into wave 3, correction for 4, another move up into wave 5, and right out of the bat, you can absolutely say that this 5 wave up does look a bit odd and weird, and you would be absolutely correct. So This for now is going to be my alternate case, and according to my primary scenario, I'm thinking we may just have a simple A, B, C zigzag, suggesting maybe our move down in avalanche overall is not over yet. Now, what if we do get a move down and visit the lows once more? Well, okay, believe it or not, that's not going to be a short opportunity. That's actually going to be a magnificent buying opportunity, because the risk to reward ratios at that point are going to make perfect sense. So overall, in the short term, I think we need to be a bit patient and also a bit careful. And if we do get a move down, we should probably take advantage of that opportunity. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in AVAX. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.